going on, Libras? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazzy, your reader for today. This is going to be your what's the next major event happening for you, okay? So remember, these readings are timeless, so I trust that when they come to you is when they are meant for you, okay? That is the intention that is always set here. So for those of you that are interested in booking a private consultation, checking out my SE wish list, checking out your other elements playlist, donating to the channel, donating your girl a coffee, any of that information can and will be found in the description box of every single one of my videos below. So if you're feeling so called, please check that out. All right, so Libras, let's get into this, shall we? So, ooh, powerful. First out is an 11. All right, so for some of you, any of these numbers can definitely be a life path number. Some of you may be born on the 11th. The 11th of this month may be of significance to you, may have been at least. We also have 9, okay? So some of you may be like in this countdown energy, waiting for something, waiting to hear back about something, waiting for some information, some news about something, okay? Maybe a life path number 9, and we also have 6. So, interesting. So yeah, these could be, like I said, life path numbers. They could be birth dates, anniversary dates. These energies could be playing out in those houses, in your 11th, 6th, and 9th house, okay? So let's get into this. For Libras, let's see what's going on. Oh my goodness. The other readings that I've done so far with this this next major event, they've all been like powerful, super powerful. Like I'm just like, what? Especially the Taurus one I just did. Taurus, oh my god, that was like on a whole nother level. So this will be interesting. This shall be interesting. We'll show. So let's see, Spirit, for Libras. What is the next major event happening for Libra, Spirit? Ooh, finding. So some of y'all may be finding out something. You may be discovering something, okay? Some of you are maybe coming to see that the path that you've been on is your true life path, like your life purpose, okay? Some of you, yeah, new beginnings at the bottom, and then the other card that came out was courage. So for some of you, you're discovering what your life purpose is, and you're gaining the courage to actually, I feel, step into it. Not only step into whatever this is for you, this purpose, this path, but accept it, okay? I feel like some of you are coming into this energy of being courageous, like having the courage to accept that this is what I am. Like, okay, like for example, like for myself, I'll use myself as an example. Me having to not only have the courage, but accept the fact that I'm a practitioner, I'm a witch, I'm a magician. That's what I do. I'm a healer, right? It comes with the territory, right? It's something that a lot of us have gotten burned at the stakes for in past lifetimes for, you know. But for some of you, that is exactly in this deck, that is part of what this card speaks of specifically is for those of you that have like a fear of fire is due to a past life situation, maybe dying by fire, being burned alive. For some of you, you're like, I feel like I'm getting, slow down, Spirit, slow down. I'm getting for some of you, the path that you're finding, that you're discovering, that you're being guided to have the courage to step into in this lifetime is I'm hearing a continuation. It's like I feel like some of you didn't completely finish the work that you had in a previous lifetime. I feel like because of something that happened, maybe the way you passed, the way you died, right? Some of you are now finding, rediscovering, coming back onto path to continue the journey where you left off in a previous lifetime. And that's why I feel like some of you are coming into this energy of finally having the courage to step into this path, this purpose, whatever this is for you that you guys are discovering, okay? Because it's stemming from a past lifetime. So like I said, for another example, like for me, I get terrified, like out of this world, when someone puts like a blanket over me and tries to like hold me, like suffocate me, even though they're playing. I freak like, don't play with me like that. And I've never had, like in this lifetime, there's not one experience I can remember that has happened to make me have that fear. So I know that stems from a past lifetime of maybe being suffocated alive, being buried alive, right? For being a witch, for being a practitioner of some sort, right? For using our gifts and powers. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're getting back on path. I feel like some of you may have had quite a bit of work to do to get to this point, but I feel like it's because there was stuff that had happened in your past lifetime, or, you know, whether it's one or multiple, that you're being guided to be put back on path. It's like, okay, I know you had a rough fall, but now it's time. Are you ready to get back on without the training wheels? Because, you know, I know that was rough. I know it hurt and you maybe broke a lot of bones and all that, but are you ready to get back on? Like, we need to get back on path. So I feel like some of you, that was just an example the spirit gave me in the moment, but I feel like for some of you, that's what's happening right now. For some of you, you're discovering that the path you're on right now, or the path that you've been guided towards, is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And now you're stepping into this energy of having the courage to actually pursue it, to actually accept it, acknowledge it, and, you know, move into it, like embody it and embrace it, and like start living it, literally, like living it, being it. Okay. Whew. All right, spirit. Let's see for Libra spirit. What else? Tell me more about this next major event for Libras, please. These are only major arcanas, okay, out of this deck. This, I believe, I don't even remember what deck this is. But anyway, this deck here, it's purple and gold. I feel like I want to say it's everyday tarot deck. So now it's making me wonder what this deck is. Because I know that I think I called this the everyday tarot deck in Taurus's reading, but I feel like that's not what this deck. Anyway, I get them mixed up. Anywho, so this is the majors out of this deck to get more clarity on what this next major event is for you guys. Because the majors and the arcana and the major arcanas in the tarot represent those major events that are, you know, bound to happen one way or another, whether we like it or not, whether we're ready or not. We could delay it, it'll eventually take place. So that is why I separated the majors from this deck for this specific reading. Okay, so that was fast. Ooh, the Fool, hell yeah. So this is a brand new beginning, you guys. Oh, and this was already at the bottom. I already showed you that. So this is just double confirmation. Okay, Libras, you guys are, I feel like, discovering your true path, your true purpose, and you're being, you know, called to, you know, really step in, be strong, and step into this new beginning. Some of you are being, you know, granted a new beginning, strength, right? Strength here, which is this lion energy. So this is, again, Leo energy here. So for some of you, you may have Leo in your chart. You may be a Leo, and you may be watching this Libra reading from another aspect of your chart, which is totally fine. That's why I say don't get too caught up on the signs, because they can still, you know, have messages for you regardless of the signs. They don't matter. So underneath that is passion. Okay, underneath the beginning is passion, and then underneath that is career. So for some of you, this definitely has to do with your purpose, your career. Your career could be could be going in a different direction. Where some of you, you're incorporating, maybe finding a way to incorporate your purpose, your path, right, into a career. Like you may be like somehow marrying the two together in a beautiful way, and it's taking you in a whole different direction. So whew, it's gonna get juicy. I could tell that already. So let's see what we got for Libras. Y'all, I swear I almost didn't even show up for these readings this week because I was so tired last night. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I could not go to sleep to save my life. And I was just like, dude, I need to sleep. Like, I need to rest. You know, I had a meeting today, a Zoom meeting that I needed to be, you know, be present for. And it was just like, I'm tired, you know, and, but it was just like, I was just tired, y'all. So anyway, I'm grateful that, you know, Spirit came through, Mars came through, you know, and, gave me the energy I needed. Cause like these readings, they be long, y'all, I swear. And I apologize, but it's like, I'm not basic. I can't just give a basic ass reading. I'm not basic. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. So I apologize if you're too long for some of you. Your ADHD ain't that great. I mean, you know, your attention span ain't that great. I know I'm guilty. You know, if I wanted to subscribe to that, I have it too, but it's a subscription, right? So Spirit forward, Libras, please. More about this next major event for Libras. See what's going on. What's going on for Libra, Spirit? Hell yeah. Absolutely. You cannot be replaced or duplicated. Originals are always preferred over a copy. Be authentic. All right. So these are cards for my channel messages deck. No, I'm not selling them or anything. So I'm not, you know, but I'm just telling you where this deck came from. All these cards. Okay. This is not a very little deck. All right. It has a lot of cards, more than 78 in here. And out of all the cards, this one came out about authenticity and, you know, being your original authentic self. Some of y'all are discovering your path and you're being asked to really have the courage and the strength to step into that. You know, I feel like some of you, it's going to put you on a whole new trajectory, and the Spirit is asking you to trust the universe at this time, because the Fool also represents not only stepping into a new path, a new calling, a new destiny, a new beginning, but that also speaks of trusting the universe, trusting where you're being guided to go at this time. Okay, putting one foot in front of the other and trusting that even if you don't really see all the steps that you're needing to take ahead, that you're trusting Spirit enough to know that they will be provided for you. As you continue to step, you'll continue to know where to step. You'll continue to know where to go. That's the steps being provided, right? That's the trusting of the universe, trusting Spirit. And this purple that this was written in, that I wrote this in, purple represents the crown, right? Your crown also is specifically about trusting the universe, trusting, meaning the messages that you get, the guidance that you get, that you're being told to do and where to go and whatever. That is where that comes from. That is the channel that gives you those messages. It gives you that guidance that helps you trust in where you're being told or guided or pushed to go, right? What you're being guided or pushed to do. Okay. Spirit, can we have one more please for Libras for this next major event? Some of you could just be discovering a new talent. Okay, some of you, this could be a gift that's coming online. Okay, that maybe you've always had but didn't know about it, wasn't privy to it, maybe wasn't aligned to it yet. But as we continue to grow, evolve, heal, release, experience all the things, you know, it aligns when it's supposed to, when you're ready for it. So I feel like some of you could also be like discovering a new gift about yourself, a new gift within yourself that you weren't aware of before, and you're being asked to have the courage to, you know, to use it, to trust the universe that if it's coming to you, it's because you're ready for it. It's because it's necessary, it's needed right now. Okay, so all right. Ooh, water signs. So some of you may be dealing with the water sign. You have water in your chart, or water sign around you may be of significance to you. Okay, and let me say, they thought the grass was greener elsewhere, but grass only grows where it's watered. Okay, so for some of you, that could be you know, regarding a person. Okay, so this could definitely be talking about your path or your purpose, which I really feel like it is. But for some of you, this could definitely be a new beginning, a new start. Like some of you may be a water sign, could be coming into your experience. Okay, and so what just came to me is, for some of you, you could be finding out that someone cheated on you. Okay, and you may be having the courage, or being asked to have the courage to take a leap of faith and trust the universe to go in a different direction, to, you know, make a different move. Okay, and I feel like for some of you, this person is realizing that they fucked up by you taking your energy and your light and your beauty and whatever, you know, your amazing dope greatness elsewhere, is what's going to make this person realize they fucked up. And for some of you, it's a water sign. You may be having asked to have the courage to leave this person, or, you know, because it's like being true to yourself. Are you just one to get cheated on and stay? Is that really you? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like some of you are, like I said, this could definitely be talking about your path or your purpose. But for some of you, this could definitely be talking about a connection that you're in, that you're being guided to because of something you're discovering, something you're finding out, something you may be stumbling upon. Okay, because when you look, you're gonna find something. So some of you may be going to find yourself going through your spouse's phone or someone that you're dating, and I've done it. You know, that's all part of the experience. You know, the curiosity, not only the curiosity, but the guidance. When I get intuitive, like I've always been intuitive for as long as I can remember. I just at the one point didn't know what the fuck it was, but I can look back and think back on experiences I've had where I was guided to look through someone's phone or look for something, and I found it. And it's not because, oh well, when you look you're gonna find it. It's not because I wanted to find it, but it's because my intuition told me that if I didn't check that way, there was no other way I was gonna know, because that person didn't have the balls enough to tell me, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like some of you may be, you know, looking for something and you might find it on accident, or you may get like an intuitive hit to check on something, to look through something, or go, you know what I'm saying, show up somewhere or whatever the fuck it is. And that's where you're gonna discover something. And Spirit is saying that you're an original though. Okay, so no one else, you're not replaceable. You cannot be replaced. All right, the way you do things in your own authentic way, no one else can duplicate that. So just know that, you know, people can think like, oh well, they could find someone better or whatever. That's cool, but you're still authentic. You're still like your own true self. And I feel like some of you, this person is going to learn the hard way, right? That the grass is only, that they think it's, you know, better somewhere else, but it's only where you put in the effort, right? With this, it grows where it's watered. That's where you put in the effort. If you're putting in effort in a connection, the connection will work, right? Obviously to a point. If it's not meant to work, then yeah, the universe will find plenty of reasons for it not to. But for the most part, you know, when you put in effort in something, it'll grow, it'll work. Wherever you put in your effort, that's wherever you put your attention, that's where things are gonna, you know, amplify, no matter what it is, positive or negative. So, oh, child. All right, well, as we dive deeper into this, Libra, we shall see what this is really about. If this is about a connection, okay, or if this is about, you know, your simply your path, all right, your own life, all right. So we gonna see. So for some of you too, what Spirit just gave me was if this has to do with someone that you're, like I said, finding out, you know, is doing some things they shouldn't be doing or whatever. This is Spirit's way of pushing you into having a new beginning. For some of you, if this has to do with a person, you know, this is someone that maybe you don't belong with, or maybe that isn't the best for you, or a place that maybe you're not happy in, but maybe you just got comfortable there, whatever, you know, the facets that, you know, play into that, the factors that play into that. But for some of you, this is happening to push you into trusting the universe, that this is happening for a reason. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay. You know, it doesn't always feel good how things happen, but they happen how they're needed to happen. You know, it's like sometimes, like I've learned through my own experience, like certain lessons that I had to learn, I wouldn't have learned had it not been for that particular person that taught me. And that's why, you know, before we incarnated into this lifetime, we signed up for that. We signed that contract to have them help me in that way, because I wouldn't have learned from nobody else. I wouldn't have got it. It wouldn't have hit the same. It wouldn't have hurt the same either. Right? And when you hurt a certain way, you're going to make for sure, you ain't never going to feel that pain again, right? So I feel like for some of you, like I said, this is happening the way it's happening because you wouldn't have learned any other way. You wouldn't have learned from another person the same way that you learn from this, okay? So, all right, Spirit for Libras, let's see. Can you give me more insight on what Libra's next major event is? I'm just seeing this reading. Like I said, cycle, closing. For some of you, this is real. You coming to realize and understand that this was meant to, that this person, for some of you, I definitely feel like this is a person where this person was just meant to teach you lessons. They were just here to teach you something. They weren't meant to be your end all be all. They weren't meant to be the person that is in your life forever, that you marry or that you have a long-term connection with. For some of you, you may have thought that this person was your person, but I feel like for some of you, it's closing a cycle. This is someone that was just meant to teach you lessons, as we call karmics, right? They're karmic because they're someone that was meant to show us something. Soulmates can show up the same way. Soulmates isn't always someone that is meant to be in your life forever, nor are they always meant to be a romantic partner. Those can show up. Your soulmates can definitely be a child. They can be a parent. They can be a sibling. They could be a friend. Okay. But for some of you, this has to do with closing out a cycle, something that needed to end, something that needed to close, but maybe it just, you know, we just needed a little bit more confirmation, right? So for some of you, you may be seeking some confirmation and find it, and you're asked to have the courage to, you know, trust the universe to pick a new path, to have a new start, have a fresh new beginning. For some of you, it's going to open up the doors to a whole brand new career, a whole brand new life. Okay. For some of you, if you've been looking for jobs and maybe haven't been able to find it or whatever, it's probably because there's some things that need to be closed out first that could be hindering or delaying that progress, because not everybody is meant to go where you're going. Not everybody is meant to eat at your fucking table. Not everybody is meant to embrace and celebrate your fucking win with you. Not everybody is deserving of you know, that experience. So for some of you, that's what this is about, closing out a cycle that maybe for some of you is long overdue. Okay. So let's see. Spirit, how is this potentially challenging? How's this challenging, Libras? How's this event? Knight of Pumpkins in reverse. Okay, flipped out in reverse. So for some of you, it's challenging you in a sense of you've been with this person for a long time. I feel like for some of you, this definitely has to do with someone that you've been with for a long time, a long-term connection that you'd be essentially ending. And that could be a challenge here, where that you've been maybe with this person for years. You maybe invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. You may have put in a lot. I feel like you may have been loyal to this person, but I feel like that's for some of you, your loyalty is what is not going to be, is what can't be replaced here. The loyalty you have to someone, you're going to find that you got new beginnings coming, meaning that you're going to attract people that know your worth, that know your value, and that won't take advantage of your loyalty, that won't take it for granted. For some of you, this had to play out like that for you to see that someone didn't know your worth. They were, you know, putting their loyalty elsewhere while you're giving it to them, right? So for some of you, that could be the challenge here, is that, you know, it's like all the loyalty and maybe the years that you put into this connection to this person. It could be a job, even if it's a job, that it's time for something to end. It's time for a change. Clearly it's time for a change, because we have the Fool here, along with new beginnings here, okay, along with passion and career. So for some of you, this could definitely be a job, okay, where you're finding, you know, a new job, finding out that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe you took a vacation or went on a trip or something, took a vacation from a job and discovered a gift that you have, and you're now needing to have the courage to quit the job to pursue this new hobby or this new, you know, endeavor that you want to pursue, or this new business idea that you came up with. Like it could just simply be that. All right. And you could be meeting a water sign, right? That could be the catalyst to help you do it, to show you like, yo, you're the only one who's done this like this. Like, put that shit out. Fuck that job. Like, you know what I'm saying? You sometimes have to trust the universe and trust spirit to send you where you need to go, and know that that the universe will continue to provide things as you need them, whether it's people, resources, money, opportunities, energy, whatever it is. You know, you have to trust the universe that it'll provide for you, that you'll always be provided for. Okay. All right, Spirit. So what is this trying to teach? What is this major event trying to show or teach, Libra, please? See, I just landed like that. The moon. Two major arcanas here. The moon. So I feel like this is, for one, what this is giving me, it's teaching you to follow your intuition, to trust yourself, for one. The second thing this is teaching you is that your fears are an illusion. Okay. Some people say false evidence appearing real. I've more so changed it, adopted the analogy, face everything and rise. So feel free to take that if you want. I didn't come up with it, but I like it, so I use it. So for some of you, this is to teach you that you need to face your fears. By facing your fears, you rise from that. That's how you rise. That's how you rise like a phoenix from the fucking ashes, right? Things that were meant to hold you down or keep you back, or people that, you know, don't know your worth, that don't know your value. Some of you may have a fear of leaving something because it's comfortable, because you've been there for so long, because you've been doing it for so long, because you were so fucking loyal. For some of you, fear is an illusion. For others of you, it's teaching you that someone's hiding something, okay? Because the moon also speaks of things that are hidden, things that we can't see, subconscious, whether it's subconscious things that are hidden, things hidden in our psyche, or things that are hidden, like false people. Okay, so for some of you, this could definitely be a water sign that is a false person. They could be hiding things. They may have you know, ulterior motives, like hidden motives that aren't good. Okay, or this person could just be a false person, someone that you think you could trust but you can't. Okay, or just simply hiding secrets, things that they're not telling you. Okay. Ooh, child. Yeah, these are getting deep. All right, Spirit. So let's see. How are you helping? How are you assisting or helping Libra in this situation? How are you assisting her? Two of Candles in reverse. You know what to do. You know what path to choose. Okay, but it's also teaching you how Spirit is helping you, is showing you that there is no, I feel like Spirit is helping you by positioning you to where you're not going to have any choice. You're not going to be unclear about what to do. You're not going to be unclear about which way to go or what to decide. It's going to be made so fucking clear to you that you're not going to have no choice but to, you know, go in a particular direction. I feel like some of you may become like, but I don't know, and you want to give the benefit of the doubt, and you're not sure, and all these things. I feel like I said, out of comfortability, out of, you know, trying to talk yourself out of it, because you've been there for so long and you've been so loyal and you put so much time and so many years. Spirit is going to position you to where you're not going to have to decide anything. It's like, if you're not going to choose, Spirit is going to make the decision for you, is what I'm getting here. That's how Spirit's going to help you. Where if you're not going to decide, cool, I'll do it for you, because I need you to do this. I need you on your path. I need you on purpose. So for some of you Libras, if this resonates with you, and you know there's someone here that you maybe have recently found out some things about, or you know they're hiding something, even if you maybe don't have physical proof and evidence, your intuition, that's all the proof and evidence you motherfucking need. And some of you need to go ahead and just make that move. Some of you know what the fuck this is. Okay? Some of you, you're maybe being guided to travel, to move. Okay? To close this cycle out once and for all and move, pack up and go. And some of you, you may not want to, like I said, because you've been here for so long, you've been so loyal, and that could be the challenge, is leaving all the years of investment and loyalty behind. But you know, that's part of the process sometimes. Just know that you're not just, I feel like some people don't, you know, and I'm not gonna say some people, a lot of people don't, and I'm even guilty, you know. I used to didn't understand it or see it from that level of perspective, but a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the things that we think we want, where is I going with that? Damn it. I lost it. I lost where I was going with that. I'll see if it comes back to me. I'll obviously tap on it, but damn it. I guess so. It's so annoying when that happens. But anyway, anyway, if it comes back to me, I'll let y'all know. But I don't want to just sit here and sit on it and sit on it. I feel like if I sit on it long enough, it'll come back to me. But I'm not going to do that. So anyway, all right, Spirit. Let's get the potential outcome for the situation, for this major event for Libra. What's the potential outcome? And I say potential because your decisions moment to moment can change the trajectory of anything, any destination, or any path that you're choosing. It can change it. So that's why it's a potential. Your decisions will, you know, keep it going or take it somewhere else. So Spirit, what's the potential outcome here? It didn't flip out, but it flipped on my finger. So suspension. So this is Hangman energy. All right. So the Hangman is, that could be definitely talking about being stuck. Okay. If you're not willing to make the move, you might end up being stuck where you're at. Okay. Holding back, not wanting to move, not wanting to leave. Okay. Now, for some of you, the also potential outcome here is you're gonna end up going through an awakening. Okay, where Spirit is gonna make it where you're not gonna be willing to make the choice, we're gonna make it for you, and you're gonna end up seeing, it's gonna put you, I feel like for some of you, it may lead to like a dark night of the soul. Okay, where it's like when we ignore the signs and the synchronicities and the guidance that Spirit continues to give, and we keep ignoring it, you know, if obviously if Spirit has other plans for us, you know, there's only so much ignoring you could do. There's only so much overlooking and like, oh, you know, and act like you don't see it, you know, act like you don't hear it, right? There's only so much that you can do before Spirit's just like, okay, you know what? And just make shit happen for you, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the Spirit, I really honestly don't feel like the Creator, you know, handles things in that way, right? Where it's just like, okay, well, fine, you know, I don't think that's my shadow. That's, you know, adding dubs to it. But for the most part, you get the gist of what I feel like what I'm saying here, you guys get it. So anyway, let's clarify. So Spirit for Libras. Whew, child. Yeah, I really feel like some of you know exactly what this is about, and it's like if you don't do it, Spirit's gonna do it for you. Okay, for some of you, it's like you're coming in, has to do with success, because the world also speaks of success, completion. Okay, something that maybe you were gonna give up on. Okay, some of you may be completing something or realizing that maybe a path that you thought was, you know, a chosen path isn't really yours, and that could be what the challenge here is giving up. Okay, because the Knight of Pentacles also speaks of a giving up energy, something that you put a lot of time into and worked on for quite some time, because the Pentacles represent years in the tarot. So for some of you, this could have to do with something that you put in, like I said, a lot of investment, a lot of time, energy, and effort into, and you may be essentially being guided to give it up, to position you to go in a different direction. But some of you don't realize that this new beginning is something that's actually better for you. It's actually more aligned to where you're at this time. So, you know, why it may seem bad in the moment, you're really not, oh, that's what it was. Okay, that you're not starting over. I'm gonna say it real quick before I lose again. So that's what I was trying to get at earlier, that a lot of us don't realize that when you start over, even myself, until I, you know, realized it, that when you start over, you're not starting over from scratch. You're starting over from experience. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, so anyway, that's what I was trying to get at earlier, where some of you don't, you know, you may be discouraged about feeling like you have to start over because of how long you've been investing in something, or how much effort or loyalty you put or dedicated towards someone or a situation, a job, whatever it is. But you're not starting over completely from scratch. You're starting over from experience. So that means that you're now positioned to avoid certain pitfalls, certain loopholes, or certain blockages that would have, you know, stopped you before. you know better now, right? So now that you know better, you can do better. And now you can start over from that place of, now I have all this experience. So now all that shit that I went through then, I won't have to go through again. Okay. So I feel better now. Thank you, Spirit. Bring that back. Okay. So Spirit, can we clarify what's the world for Libra? What's the world? What's that about? Stand your ground. So for some of you, this is definitely have to do with the person. Okay. So like I said, for some of you, this is definitely discovering that someone's dealing with other people, or they may have cheated, they may be talking to someone else, whatever the fuck it is. But some of you, you're needing to stand your ground with this person. You're needing to protect yourself, defend yourself, close the cycle out, and be done. Okay. I feel like some of you have like known that you need to give up on it, or you've had like a feeling that, you know, things ain't maybe going right or whatever. I feel like some of you, you know. But like I said, I get it. When you put in so much fucking time and energy and effort and loyalty and memories and all the things, like, I get it. You don't want to, it's like, who wants to start over? Who wants to have to learn someone new again? Who wants to have to relearn a whole new job and all? I get it. Trust me. I understand. But that's part of what we signed up for, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay. If you remembered all the stuff we agreed to before we reincarnated here, we probably would have been like, oh no, I'm good. No, I'm good. You wouldn't do it if you remembered all that. If you remembered all the stuff, like, damn, I said I would do all that. I said I would experience that. What? I wouldn't do that to myself. Yeah, you would, because your soul is enjoying all of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Our souls enjoy and is loving all of it. That is part of the experience. It's all encompassing. It all comes with it, right? The wisdom. Hierophant at the bottom. For some of y'all, this is a marriage, but for others of you, you've gained all the wisdom that you needed from a situation. That's why it's needing to end, because you learned everything you needed to learn. The contract has been fulfilled. So when the contract is fulfilled, it's time to go to the next one. It's time to sign the new contract, right? It's kind of like when you went, like for example, military people, when their enlistment is over, right? They either choose to re-enlist or, you know, be done. So for some of you, that's what this is. This contract, right? Which is the world here. This contract is done. The cycle is closed. It's completed. And now it's time for you to persevere, pack up, and move forward. Go to the next, you know, it's time to go to the next journey, go to the next destination, right? All right, Spirit, clarify the Knight of Pumpkins in reverse, please, for Libra. Ooh, Ace of Wands. I feel like for some of you, it may be difficult because you may have just gotten like a new surge of inspiration, or maybe a new way of approaching something. Now, if this is a person, I feel like maybe the sex is really fucking good, and you know, it's kind of maybe difficult to give up on it because it's like, yeah, they're toxic as fuck, but they thing is so, you know, whatever. You know what I'm getting at. So I feel like for some of you, that could be what's challenging here is, you know, maybe they treat your body very, very well. Okay, maybe they have a good wand that, you know, goes into your socket, vice versa, however that fits for you. So I feel like for some of you, it's like, you know, you be giving up that too. If you give up on this person, you ain't getting they thing either, right? That could be difficult, right? I get it. I totally understand. So for some of you, that could be the challenge here. But just know that when you're investing that area, your center of creativity, which is your sacral chakra, right? Your second chakra, that is your center of creativity, which also affects your money, which also affects your ability to manifest, which also affects your creativity. Okay, it can do damage in a not a good way if we're not mindful. So whereas some of you might be having, you know, struggling to give that up, it may be worth it. I feel like for some of you in this particular case, it's worth it. Okay, you might save yourself not only some physical 3D STDs, but you might also save yourself from some spiritual STDs as well. All right, so Spirit, can we clarify the moon for Libra, for what this is trying to show or teach them? Can you clarify the moon, please? Four of Swords. So I feel like this is showing you, it's teaching you that, or trying to show you where maybe there's still some healing that maybe needs to be done. For some of you, this person that you're dealing with came into your life to teach you some things, and it was showing you, I feel like teaching you, a lot of people, like I've learned through my experience, that the people that we interact with are not always, I refuse to accept always, but to some degree, they're reflecting back to us an aspect of us that we need healed, that we need to heal, that maybe we haven't looked at, don't want to look at, don't want to accept or acknowledge or admit, whatever. So I feel like for some of you, this person may be mirroring back to you, is showing you how the fears, maybe fears or subconscious beliefs about yourself that maybe you didn't think you were good enough. So this person was reflecting back to you where maybe there needed to be some healing about, no, I am good enough. Okay. That may be about, you know, being authentic, being, you know, your original authentic self. For some of you, this person here, okay, is showing you, trying to teach you where subconscious beliefs, subconsciously, you feel like you're not good enough. So that's why, you know, people end up going behind our backs and doing fuck shit, because, you know, that's the energy that we're emitting. Therefore, that's what's being reflected back to us. And we take it personal, not realizing that they're just simply showing us where we need some healing to do, where we have some healing to do, where we need some work, right? That's for some of you. So I feel like, but like I said, I feel like you guys have learned though. You've learned the lesson. The contract is up. For some of you, this person, you know, voided the contract by whatever they're doing here, okay? Whatever this is that maybe you're discovering or finding out, where they thought the grass was greener on the other side. Some of you are realizing, you know, that they've maybe voided the contract. That's why for some of you, it was teaching you where maybe you had some healing to do. But for some of you, it's, you know, also showing you where this person maybe voided and forfeited your contract that you guys had together, okay? So let's see. Same way, like when people are married and they cheat, you know, the infidelity, right? That's adultery or some shit, you know. I've never been married, so I can't speak on it, but my point is where you forfeit that part of the contract, right? Where you don't cheat and sleep with other people when you're married. I feel like for some of you, that's what this person did, but on a spiritual realm, on the spiritual side of it. I mean, it could have been physically in the material 3D as well, but, you know, I feel like this is more so speaking metaphorically, more in the ethers, okay? Spirit, can we clarify the Two of Candles in reverse for Libras, for how you're helping them, how you're helping or assisting Libras, okay? Wow, victory and success, okay? So Spirit is helping you by taking you out of this situation, helping you see that there is no other option but success, okay? That is the only other option. Like failure is not an option, only success. So I feel like for some of you, Spirit is helping you by showing you that there is no other way. Like there's no decision to be made. The path is already chosen. There's nothing to decide. I already know what to do, and I will be successful and victorious in doing so. Right? I will win regardless. So for some of you, it's that simple. Spirit is helping you see that there's no other thing to decide. I know why they came into my experience. I know what they were trying to teach me. And now that that cycle is closed and complete and I've learned what I needed to learn, I can now move forward. Simple, right? All right, Spirit, clarify the suspension for potential outcome for Libra, please. Clarify suspension. Ooh. 8 of Swords in reverse. It flipped out in reverse. So for some of you, the potential outcome here is with the 3 of Cups on the bottom is, you know, I feel like this is positioning you to celebrate, but the potential outcome here is you're seeing things from a different perspective and you're realizing that you were never stuck. The only stuckness that you felt was coming from your own mind, your own subconscious beliefs, your own fears about leaving, your own fears maybe about being able to do things on your own, or being able to be, you know, able to provide for yourself, you know. So for some of you, the potential outcome here is you're awakening to, I've never been stuck, and nor will I ever be stuck, because I control my reality. And in knowing that, if I got myself here, I can get myself out, right? If I attracted you, I can attract someone else, right? Or if I attracted a situation, I can attract a better one, right? So I feel like for some of you, it's putting you back into your power, where you're, you know, discovering that you're more powerful than you thought. But it's a matter of you having the courage enough to take the action steps you're guided to take to change your situation, okay? So, whew, another deep ass reading, okay? All right, Spirit, for Libras, let's get some advice, please. It's the most important messages of advice. 10 of Swords, yeah. Something is over, it's dead, it's done, it's over with, and you know it, okay? For others of you, the advice here is this needs to end because someone has backstabbed you, betrayed you, and you know that as well. You don't deserve that. It's time to move forward. It's time to have a new beginning, because that's clearly on the cards here. Brand new beginnings. It's all happening. The world, you know, cycle is closed. New beginnings on the Oracle deck. New beginnings with the Fool. Like, you know, some of you, it's about accepting something is dead. It's done. It's over with. And it's, you know, the worst is behind you. Now it's time to pick up and move forward. Stand your ground, protect your energy, and move forward. In this cycle, close this cycle out. And, you know, stand your ground in that. Say like, no, like this is it. I'm done. I'm gone. And that's that. Period. End of discussion. End of argument. Spirit, what else? Advice for Libra, please. Two of Wands. So interesting how the Two of Wands came up here in reverse. So this is about making the plan, okay? So Spirit's advice here is now that you know what's happened, now that you're finding out what you found out, now that you know that they've hurt you, they backstabbed you, they betrayed you, they're not loyal. Now, can you make the plan? I feel like Spirit's positioning here with how Spirit is helping you. Spirit is helping you see that, you know, you don't need a plan. You just need to know that I'm going to win. I'm going to win regardless. But the advice here is to make the, you know, decide. Now, you know, now that you know what you know, what are you going to do? Are you going to choose to stay stuck? Or are you going to choose to, you know, to keep moving forward, leave the past behind and move forward? Because that's also what the Two of Wands represents, is leaving one thing, leaving one wand, which is one experience, to go towards another experience, leaving one path to choose another path, right? And start putting the plans in place to do so, okay? Realizing that the worst is behind you. So the advice here is, you know, see the situation for what it is. Something is over, it's done, the worst is behind you, and now it's time to move forward, right? Let me get one more for advice. Seven of Cups. Yeah. So this could definitely be saying that, you know, you have more options than you realize. You may be confused about it. It may not be clear to you yet, but it will be. For others of you, this could definitely talk about this person has a lot of options. If this is talking about a connection, this person is dealing with a lot of people. They have a lot of people vying for their attention, a lot of fucking suitors. For some of you, you have a lot of suitors. You just may not be considering them. And that's okay too. Not all of them are for you. Not all of them deserve for you to entertain them. But for some of you, this person, okay, they have a lot of people that they're dealing with. That means that if they're dealing with a lot of people, they're bringing all that energy to you, okay? Facts, all right? For some of you, this person could be in a whole nother fucking connection with the Ten of Cups at the bottom here, okay? They could be in a whole relationship that you didn't even know about. For some of you, this could have been a reconciliation. Someone could have reconciled with someone from their past or someone that they have kids with, and you don't even know about it. And you could be finding that out and discovering it, and that was your, you know, for you to close out that karmic cycle. Or maybe it's a repetitive thing where you keep giving this person chance after chance after chance, and they keep fucking you over, and it's like, my passes are passed out. For some of you, that is what needs to be learned here. Passes are passed out. All my passes, they're passed out. All my fucks given, there are no more, right? It's time to move forward, have a brand new start, brand new beginning, a new life for some of you, okay? That is what Spirit is, I feel like, pushing you guys to go ahead and step into, all right? Spirit for Libras. All right, so we have a heart, okay? So it's time to really tap into your heart space. Consider what your heart needs, what your heart desires. So I have two shark teeth that came out, all right? They're identical in nature, but the fact that two came out, for some of y'all, this is a really, really powerful time, a really crucial pivot point in your life, okay? For some of you, I would definitely, if you have a shark tooth or you have your own significant meaning for a shark tooth, for some of you, this could already be a like totem for you. Otherwise, I would definitely consider looking it up after you check in with your intuition. As I always say, check in with your own intuition for what it might mean for you in the moment. But this definitely speaks of the bones, speak of your root chakra, right? It speaks of your bones, right? That's governed by the root, which is your sense of safety, stability, security, you know, all that stuff. It's your money chakra. So for some of you, this is a very transformative period in your life right now, okay? So I feel like some of you need to know that and acknowledge that, right? And move accordingly. Then we have the sun, okay? So it speaks of anything that's hidden. Like I said with the moon, anything that's hidden, it'll come out. It'll come to light. For some of you, you've maybe got this in meditation. So for some of you, that is what this is showing you, what this situation is teaching you and showing you with the question that these cards are covering in the spread. For some of you, that's what this is showing you. That's something that you got in download, that you need to trust your intuition. Something may came to you in meditation, and this could be confirmation for some of you. That you may have gotten this as a download. You may have gotten this through meditation, that something is happening, and then you discover it, that it was actually true. And so this could be, for some of you, it's showing you how to trust yourself. But it's also showing you that, like I said, anything that's done in the dark will come to light. So anything that people think they're hiding from you with the moon, by doing shit in the shadows, it'll eventually come out one way or another. Okay? So we also have a shell, all right? So shells, some of you may live by the beach. You may enjoy the beach. I love the beach, y'all. I love the beach. That's my, like, favorite spot. So some of you might benefit by going to the beach or getting out, you know, in nature, getting out near the water, getting in the water if you can. I get it, it's still a little chilly depending on where you are in the world, but if you can get in that water, get in that fucking water. It's not only cleansing, it's purifying, but it's super good for your immune system, just saying. So we also have Aquarius. Okay, so some of you maybe dealing with Aquarius, have Aquarius in your chart, Gemini and Libra showing up in your own fucking reading, y'all. So I'm just saying. And then we have, let's see, Pisces here. Pisces, that's pretty much it. So yeah, all right, Libras, that is what I have for you. I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I know it was a bit lengthy. All of them are about that time frame, so it is what it is. But I hope you guys gained as much from it as I feel like you did. I hope that whoever needed this reading has received it and gotten the clarity or confirmation, insight that you have needed or been looking for. I hope whatever you came to this reading for, you have found. And if you enjoyed this reading, enjoy my vibe here at the Elevated Spirits Tribe, okay, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting the thumbs up button on this video if you liked it. And until next time, you guys, howdy.